the sight line opposite the base, which is
we're definitely
interesting.
seeing a much more defensive approach here, which is interesting, especially when we were just discussing how usually that double standard approach is a very offensive
absolutely.
method.
Infantry 4 already taking a hero shot at half health out the gate. That's a pretty heavy hit. You might need to go back. Really low health right now on the standard 4 for Purdue. They're going to have to go back and get that healing.
Yes.
Or they're going to keep taking the engagement. Oh no, running into each other. We've got a collision and standard 4 goes down because it kept running into its own balancing. That is not good. You do not want to lose the level advantage in a double standard comp. You kind of get steamrolled by the hero at that point.
So yeah, we're now seeing NUS pushing forward towards that base and towards that sentry, taking over that blue side of the field.
Absolutely. NUS currently is still behind. Hasn't done enough damage to the sentry yet to even it out here, but as it comes to positioning, NUS definitely has the better position at the moment. You know, your Purdue's hero sentry is a little bit exposed at the moment, just kind of sitting in that sight line where we can see now NUS's standard is going to take some damage at it.
Yes, and even if those robots are getting low on health, that doesn't necessarily mean it's over for a team. They are able to go back and reheal, so it is not over. Like, Purdue still has a great chance
Purdue is
right now.
definitely still able to bring this back.
Yes, so we see both sides have taken a good amount of shots on those sentries. We're kind of now seeing that exchange where we have Purdue coming over and pushing on NUS.
And we're seeing the strength of the balancing bot specifically. You see how its armor panels are not in line with NUS's robots. They cannot fire at them at a good angle. NUS's infantry is going down. Purdue's standards are both now at max level. Standard on NUS's side is also at max level. The sentry health for NUS is about 100 points less than Purdue, so Purdue currently has the advantage, I would say.
Yeah.
Central buff point is also available for capture, and Purdue currently has the lead on it. If they go back for it, they can get even more XP, but at this point, not really helpful for them.
Yeah, no. One thing that I find interesting is that the Purdue sentry has moved outside that box.
Yeah.
I think, don't quote me on this, I think that might have been from them pushing it. I don't know if it's moved itself.
It did move by itself a little bit, and it's moved back now, which is interesting, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah, no, please do not quote me on that. But yeah, so we're seeing that Purdue is pushed again.
And has taken out the sentry now. Going to take some damage onto the actual base. Oh, but NUS comes straight for their sentry as well, taking it out.
All right, and we see that Purdue has taken some base damage now. So really, if NUS wants to push this back, they really need to get that base damage.
Yeah. NUS's hero seems to be missing from the picture at the moment. I'm assuming he's going to start taking shots at that base soon, though, for Purdue. That's the way you're going to win now, right? You got to take your hero to that base, just bonk it, as you say, a couple times, and it's over at that point.
One thing that I really am appreciating about the drivers on Purdue on those two standards, they are truly working together. You see these two working as a team. That is a huge component as well, as you have two drivers. Like, they need to work together to be able to come up with a strategy. If they're working as individual drivers, that might not work in how they're intending it.
No, absolutely. As we see now, this is the issue sometimes with double standard. We've come to where it's now a base race, and the hero is a lot quicker at breaking a base than the standard. But here goes Purdue's strat, where they take their balancing standard and they try to body block, but the other standard is in the way, is not tall enough to stop the hero. They're doing a collision course right now, and Purdue loses their base. Giving a team win to NUS.
Yes, as we were mentioning before, for that double standard strategy really to work, you need to keep a lockdown on not letting that other team's robots move, especially if they have a hero that's capable of hitting that base like that.
Absolutely. Killing the hero early and keeping it dead, keeping it from getting that XP is really important, because once the hero gets to a solid level, so the basic idea here is that the double standard strat is an early game strat. You try to win in the early game and then just keep that lead going. Whereas when you have the hero, you can go for either or. But we're getting to this next round here. And we're off.
Okay, we see NUS is taking that early speed out. It looks like that balancing standard is having a little bit of trouble getting over that bump there. Oh, there it goes.
Just needed to lift itself up a little bit, find the right angle, and now it's out. We've gotten both teams have already started. NUS's sentry is not spinning. I want to point that out immediately out the gate. That is a terrible thing to see on their side.
Yeah, and you can see that sentry's already melting down because Purdue knew what to do, went straight over and was aiming at it.
Purdue's sentry, however, is running right in line with NUS's hero and standard.
Yes.
However, NUS's sentry is already down.
And now that Purdue is taking shots at the base already, getting that off in the early game. Like, as you can tell, they know the strat they need to take.
Purdue, however, is about to lose their sentry. This is a kind of dangerous game to be playing, to take those base shots right now. You really want to try and just keep the sentry alive, not take any hits anymore from that. Because if you lose that sentry, you know, that hero comes into play. The base is a lot easier to take out.
Yeah, so we see NUS right here back at their refill station, getting that health benefit back as well. I guess you can think of it as a little breather before they go back and get going again.
Absolutely. Purdue Sentry goes down now, and the Hero is going to want to get involved here. The Hero is also already level 3 on the, level 6 on the Purdue, on the NUS side. So it's going to be able to get into engagements now.
Yes.
All right. Purdue Standard 4 taking out the Hero on NUS's side.
Which, as we were talking strategy-wise, that's what they need to be keeping that down if they really want to take this match.
Absolutely.
Like, preventing that Hero from taking those base shots is the thing that will help them get that final win.
I absolutely agree. NUS is now, Heroes back online, healing up in the resupply zone, starting its spinning, and has bought 7 projectiles currently.
Yes. All right.
Looking around for those standards. Standard 4 is now ambushing him out the gate, trying to body block again. Oh, Purdue's
like
balancing standard is on the ground.
It's taken a little nap, unfortunately. Not the best time for a nap. All right, we're getting that down the turret view right now.
And here we go. Purdue is now losing the base war at this point in time.
Yes.
Really unfortunate for their standard to go down.
No,
when you have a double standard comp and you lose one of them, you really truly have no way of coming back at this point.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Oh my gosh! Why did I say that? They saved the balancing standard by pushing it back onto the field. Upright, the balancing standard is alive again.
The crowd goes wild.
Oh my gosh!
That is
NUS
truly
taking hero
insane.
shots. Purdue's back in it now. Purdue can absolutely take this back.
Oh wow!
Taking out the Hero on the NUS side. Taking out the standard maybe too.
They're really going for this. I was about to say I don't think there's any chance of coming back once you lost one standard, but
never count out these top 8 teams, guys. Like I'm saying, everyone is so competitive now.
They know what they have to do now. They have one standard there sitting guarding that Hero, one going at that base.
Purdue's balancing standard is just standing there. Mexican standoff with the base right now.
We truly have a bit of a base race here. It's quite, like, honestly, it's so exciting and you see so many matches like this that are truly
NUS is hitting the base now with their shots.
Oh, that base is going down quickly.
Oh, no. Purdue's peeking out there trying to block the shots at that point. Oh my gosh. And NUS takes out the base with the standard there.
That was quite the fall we saw from that balancing standard.
Falls again as well.
Yeah, no, so I'm wondering, we've seen that be so consistent. I wonder what caused that fall, because it didn't look like much was going on there.
Even more impressive, picking it back up with your other standard.